Today we are over in Khao Lak. Khao Lak is positioned about 2 hours from Phuket, and we're going to be taking a look at this area because it's very popular with people within my Facebook group. Of course, do check that out if you haven't already. The link will be in the description below. Right. First, we're going to look at an attraction that you can do if you're staying in Khao Lak. It's about 5 or 10 minutes just up the road, so if you're hiring a vehicle, it's going to be ideal. And then once we've taken a look at that, we're going to come back into Khao Lak and have a little look around Khao Lak itself and see what it has to offer the tourist. No hat today, I forgot it as per normal. Okay, so we've just arrived at the attraction here on the outskirts of Khao Lak. It's taken us about 10-15 minutes, just a steady ride. It's 100 baht to go in. It's supposed to be very pretty. I'm not quite sure today because of course we're now in high season, and waterfalls are not the best places to visit in high season because of course lack of rains, they dry up. Have we got any flow of water there, Jack? A little bit? Oh, not too bad. Obviously in the rainy season then there's going to be a lot more flow, but today we are midway through January. I think it's the 21st today, is it, Jack? Something like that? 20th. Okay, so I'm a day ahead of myself. I'm time traveling.
Yeah. Slow down.
So a very pleasant ride this morning coming to Khao Lak. Of course, if you're watching this and you're going to be staying in Phuket, this journey is very easy to do regardless of whether you're in a car or a bike. We left this morning at just after 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's coming up to 11 o'clock now in the morning, and we're at the first attraction. So as you can see on the board here just in front, this tells you the levels of the waterfall. There are actually 4 levels. From this point, the furthest level is 1,300 meters away. I'm just going to include the other boards so you can have a look at them. Normally with these waterfalls there's an area that you can swim. Okay, so we've arrived at what I'm guessing is the first level. Now it wasn't too bad a walk up to here, to be fair. The trail's not too bad. A little bit steep in one place, but apart from that, quite manageable. I'm going to go down and take a look at this. I don't think this is the area that they were referring to as being 3 meters deep, unless it just looks a lot shallower than what it actually is. I'm not sure. Yeah. So the base is not overly impressive, but there is a flow of water, which has surprised me because we're getting a lot less rain at the moment. There is still a decent amount of water flowing out of it. Oh, it might be actually down there 3 meters deep because it falls away. So I have bought my swimming shorts. I can see some fish in there, look. Catfish. I wouldn't go that far, but there are some fish in there. As you can see, flowing down here. So there are a few places where you could dip your toes if you wanted to and have a bit of a rest. An area where you can sit, maybe have something to eat. Bring the family, the children, they'd love it. Just having a little paddle, as long as they're not too young, of course. You've got to keep an eye on them because the rocks are slippy. Now I have noticed a few people coming, so Khao Lak isn't as busy as Phuket, I noticed this morning, but there are tourists here, there are people about. Okay, so we're now going to move up to the next level and take a look at that. I would definitely say be careful of the footwear you choose because it makes it very difficult. As you can see from that lady there, she is wearing what I would call flip-flop type shoes, and they're not ideal when you're dealing with rocks. I've got trainers on myself. Jack's got a more substantial sandal on than just a plain flip-flop.
This one is the fish spa, yeah.
Yeah, so we've not even got to the first level yet. Let's go. So we've been walking for quite some time. We're going up and down. As you can see, we've just come down a section here, and in the middle of nowhere there is a toilet, which is quite handy if you need to go. But this is turning into a little bit longer than we originally thought. To be fair, we still aren't at the first level. So if you do decide to come and take a look at this waterfall, definitely bring some water with you, because I am absolutely soaked and I really could do with a drink. Maybe this is the first level of the waterfall. Okay, we've got some rocks here to navigate. And the sort of flow that I was expecting, just a small amount, not too much, because we're not getting too much rainfall at the minute. But we've got two ways it's coming down. So there's over there and then over here as well, and this is the main part looking at it. You just need to be careful because of the rocks. Oh, okay, that's looking better all the time. Oh, very nice. See, we've got a little footbridge to walk over. Very nice indeed. I'm beginning to wish I'd bought my shorts, my swimming shorts. I wasn't planning on swimming here, but because I'm sweating so much, I wouldn't mind a quick dip. But they're actually in my motorbike box. More for me. Never mind. Okay. I would imagine in the rainy season this would be quite impressive, because that's quite a big drop. And it looks like that this is it, because I don't see any more trails going up. Oh, hang on, what we have over here? Maybe I spoke too soon. Ah, we do have some more levels. So you go up there if you want to go. So this is the first level, and there's another 3 beyond this. You can see there the water, beautiful and clear. Lots of fish. Oh, that is so inviting. That looks really nice to cool off. How pretty is that? Really nice. And just 10 minutes away from the centre of Khao Lak. So we're back down at the start now. We decided that we wouldn't go any further because we were both hot and sweaty is the word, but I thought rather than show it all, I'll let you explore it yourselves. You've seen the bottom section. There are another 3 sections to explore. So we're now back at the start. I'm gasping for a bottle of water or a nice cold Coca-Cola, something like that. We are now going to make our way back into Khao Lak. As you can see from the road leading up to the waterfall, there's a section that's gravel and then there's another section that's tarmac. It's quite manageable if you're hiring a scooter or indeed a car. Very easy ride up to the waterfall, nothing to worry about. A few potholes in the tarmac section, but apart from that, quite a pleasant ride up. Once we arrive back into Khao Lak, we're going to stop at the first 7-Eleven because, as I've mentioned, I'm in need of some refreshment, and then once we've had a drink we shall start to explore some areas around Khao Lak. We are actually on the main road that runs through the centre of Khao Lak. And one thing that a lot of people make a mistake about is Khao Lak is very spread out. This road actually runs for 15 kilometres, and Khao Lak is literally all the way along this road. Now there are a few main areas. The area that we stopped at this morning near the beach, that is one of the main areas, and the other main area is around by the market. So we're going to take a little ride first of all along this road, so you get a good idea of this road and the area of Khao Lak, because when you choose a hotel, a lot of the 5-star hotels are actually down the end of this road, away from the main areas, which means that you will need to either catch a taxi into the main areas or hire a vehicle. Now, if you are not hiring a vehicle, you have no other choice but to use taxis, and that, of course, can add quite a bit of expense to your holiday. And then once we've had a little ride along this road, we will then go and take a look at some of the beaches here. The beach area is just behind here, and it runs all the way along, and really, honestly, it's the same beach from one end to the other. But let's now go and have a ride down the road first of all. So we're now heading north, away from the two main areas that I've already mentioned, and I want to show you what the position is further along this road as regarding facilities such as shops and restaurants, supermarkets, and those type of things that you may need or want during your holiday. And as you can see, there are some facilities, of course, along the road, but it is a little bit spread out, and this is where, as I mentioned, people can often go wrong here in Khao Lak, because they pick an area where there isn't really that many facilities. And that's okay if your plan is to hire either a motorbike, a scooter or a car, because of course you're mobile and you can go anywhere in the area. However, if you aren't planning on hiring anything, then you become reliant on your hotel. Now, of course, a lot of 5-star hotels do offer very good facilities in this area, but you've really stuck with what the hotel has to offer, and of course, it being 5-star, prices are going to be higher, no doubt, than a local bar or local restaurant. It is very important when staying in Khao Lak to really do some research and make sure that the hotel that you pick is going to be suitable for your needs, because as you can see along this road, whilst there are the occasional shop, restaurant, etc., there's not loads as we move northwards. Now, I'm not going to video the whole length of this road, because as I've mentioned earlier, it is actually a lot longer than you think. And obviously, if you're towards the very northern part of Khao Lak, you're going to have a fair journey to get back to the main two areas. So this is a consideration. We're going to jump a little bit further down this road now to an area where there is a really nice beach. Okay, so we've just arrived at what is called Coconut Beach, just behind me, and as you saw from the ride down here, there are a few facilities, but there aren't loads. The problem with taking taxis is, of course, the cost. Now, of course, you can use some of the newer taxi apps like Bolt and Grab to get around, which will help with the cost, but if you are in a isolated area, then you're going to be very reliant on your hotel. And of course, if you're staying in a 5-star hotel, you are going to be paying slightly more for food and drink, of course. So this is a Coconut Beach, beautiful. Look at the view over there, that is absolutely stunning, to be quite honest. They're really beautiful. And just check out this. I mean, how beautiful is that? But I've got to say, this Coconut Beach is very nice indeed, very nice. Just look at the colour of the water. Beautiful, really, really nice. And very flat as well. So again, I would imagine this area is good for families, children. Of course, if you haven't got grown-up children, they're still quite young, then it's something that you've got to think about when they go out into the sea swimming. You don't want something that suddenly drops away and they become out of the depth very quickly because you're going to have to keep a very close eye on them. But this seems really nice, really nice. Walking around the beach area, I did notice they have a number of facilities available, including massage. So you're going to be able to take a lovely oil massage right on the back edge of the beach, and I couldn't think of anything more relaxing, to be honest. There is an area that you're going to be able to get shade while you're taking a massage under these bamboo huts. However, price wise, I did feel that they were a little expensive, but I guess you're paying for the location. If you're stuck for a beach mat, you can actually hire beach mats. I also noticed a sign saying the beach chairs are free. Now this is very unusual on any beach. However, I'm sort of reading between the lines and guessing that the free beach chairs are being offered by the numerous restaurants. Part of the deal is you need to have food and drink from the restaurant, and then you don't have to pay for the beach chairs themselves, which isn't too bad a deal depending on the prices. There's also a small little place selling coffee and shakes that you can order from should you need some refreshment. Price wise at the restaurants, I didn't feel the prices were too bad given the location. So I have included some shots of a menu just so you can get a feel for it. Of course, it's not going to be as cheap at the beach as some of the local restaurants you're going to find in the centre of Khao Lak, but overall I didn't feel that their prices were too bad. And you can see the beach going off into the distance all the way, stretching for miles and miles and miles. So let's move locations and go a little bit further south in Khao Lak and call into a more central or main area than where we are at the moment. But this is Coconut Beach. Okay, so back on the bike and we're heading south along the main road that runs through Khao Lak. In a moment we're going to turn off onto a site called Khao Hat Bang Niang, which is near the Bang Niang market area, and this is one of the main areas here in Khao Lak. Lots and lots of facilities down this particular site. You'll see yourself as we travel down. Lots and lots of restaurants, there's shops, all sorts of facilities. There's laundry down here, there's hotels down here, and of course there are quite a few bars. So I should imagine in the evening time this would be a great site to come and explore. A little bit further down it looks like there is a second market area which is a mixture of food and drink vans, and it's set in a circle. You'll see it yourself in a little while. That again looks like a great place to come in the evening, grab some food, grab some drinks. They look like they have some entertainment, maybe music on, live entertainment, that sort of thing down here. But this is definitely one of the main areas here in Khao Lak, or at least that's what it looks like. Obviously if you know to an area that is better than this particular area, then please do drop it in the comment section down below, and the next time I'm over in Khao Lak I will take a look at your suggestion. But for me, I think this is one of the main areas where we are now. Okay, so we've literally hopped down the next soi. So we went back up the one we were just on, turned right, brought us back down this soi, and we have a couple of large hotels. Behind me is the La Flora, and the other side is the Ramada Hotel, and I'm guessing that they've got access straight onto the beach. Very nice. Nice place to take breakfast in the morning. Looks like you can get a boat here as well, going out to possibly the Similan Islands. There is a sign there, but it's all in Thai. Now the market, I was just talking to some locals when we got back on the bike, and they were saying that the market doesn't open until late afternoon, early evening. That's one of two here. There is a new one that's opened up, but I'm not quite sure where that is here in Khao Lak. Sorry, Kat? Food. Barbecue chicken.
Thank you.
Very nice. Okay, so we're now back where we started from this morning, and I think that the area that we've just come from and this area is really the main areas of Khao Lak, and then the rest you're going to find facilities but not as many. So this is now the most southern part. Now I'm going to cover the market on another video, perhaps on a video where we're staying overnight in Khao Lak rather than just visiting for the day. And we are going to be travelling back to Phuket shortly. There's quite a few people in the sea over there. A few rocks in this area, so if you're looking to do a little bit of snorkeling, it might be suitable. You might see some of the marine life here. There are a number of restaurants on the beach as well that you can enjoy. So I hope you've enjoyed this look at Khao Lak. This is more of an overview rather than an in-depth view, because I don't have the time to spend going down every site at the moment and exploring everything that Khao Lak has to offer. I'm sure there's a few little hidden gems here that I'm yet to discover. And if you're new to the channel, then don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to build up with content outside of Phuket. Well, thanks for watching, and I will catch you very soon.